Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is November 12th, 2024. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 15, as Jesus was talking about the signs of his coming and of the end of the age, he says these words, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination, desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand." So if we want to understand about the second coming of Jesus Christ and the signs of the end, we need to understand what the abomination of desolation is. If we go to Google and put in a search here, what is the abomination of desolation? The abomination of desolation is a phrase that appears in the Bible, in the book of Daniel, and in the Olivet Discourse of Jesus Christ. The book of Daniel, in Daniel 12:11, the phrase describes the pagan sacrifices that replaced the Jewish temple's twice daily offerings during the 2nd century BC. Then in Matthew 24:15, Jesus refers to the abomination of desolation as a sign of the end times and the nearness of his return to earth. If we study more about this, go to Wikipedia, abomination of desolation. The abomination of desolation is a phrase from the book of Daniel describing the pagan sacrifices with which the 2nd century BC Greek king Antiochus IV Epiphanes replaced the twice daily offering in the Jewish temple, or alternatively the altar on which such offerings were made. The phrase abomination of desolation is a reference to a pagan act that took place in the Jewish temple and is connected to the celebration of Hanukkah. The event that is referred to by the phrase was the desecration of the Jewish temple by Antiochus IV Epiphanes, a Greek king who ruled in the 2nd century BC. Antiochus replaced the temple's offerings with pagan sacrifices and dedicated the temple to Zeus, the Greek chief god. After the Jewish people defeated Antiochus, they purified the temple and celebrated the restoration with the Feast of Dedication, which is known today as Hanukkah. The word abomination comes from the Greek word bleuma, which means something is foul, detestable, or blasphemous. The word desolation comes from the Greek word eremosis, which means something has been laid waste or stripped. The day of the abomination was 15 Kislev. In 167 BCE, a pagan altar was set up in the temple under the Greeks. This was the 15th day of Kislev, December 5th to December 6th of 167 BCE. And then Hanukkah was first celebrated 3 years later in 164 BCE, and the rededication took place on Kislev 25, which was December 13th to December 14th of 164 BCE. In 2017, on December 6th, Donald Trump signed the Jerusalem Proclamation, calling Jerusalem the eternal capital of Israel. And 3 years later, on December 14th of 2020, the same day as the rededication of the temple, December 14th, 2020, was the first vaccine in the United States. And these two events are connected with the exact days, 3 years separate, December 6th to December 14th, connected to Donald Trump, connected to the vaccine, and connected to the reason why Israel became one of the fastest and highest in vaccination. And just as there was a lunar eclipse marking the abomination 15 Kislev in 167 BCE, there was a solar eclipse marking the abomination on December 14th of 2020.
And it was at Jerusalem the feast of the dedication, and it was winter. And Jesus walked in the temple in Solomon's porch. Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly.
Let me just say something to all my conspiracy-oriented friends on the right who think I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda. You're absolutely right. So allow me to close with a quick preview of the secret agenda you can expect in a second Obama administration. In my first term, we ended the war in Iraq. In my second term, I will win the war on Christmas. I will win the war on Christmas. I will win the war on Christmas.